A 1 and a 2 and a... Look alive, sunshine. You know what it is, I'm your host, Shadow. And happy Thursday to you guys. Now, I'm actually feeling a lot better after the previous video. God, it was so miserable. Sorry that I wasn't so talkative, if at all. Alright, without any further delay, let us jump right into today's video. One more time, Zag. Play us out to the dungeon. Okay. Today's video, we're not really going to be doing the Pact of Punishment. I know I said that last time and we ended up doing some, but I want to focus on getting more dark drops. So today we're just going to be grinding for darkness.
The surface is off limits, and furthermore you are forbidden from the Temple of Styx until such time as you are fit to tend the situation there.
You can't stop me.
Tell me something, son of Hades. If the one you call yourself Persephone is back, then why do you continue to return? Respond.
Master Chaos, it seems I've developed something of a talent around breaking out of here. Or there, I mean, the underworld. So, it's become more of an official role for me, I guess. If escape shouldn't be possible, then someone needs to find the gaps.
Indeed. And you shall visit the East Stone, despite accomplishing the principal object of your journey when first we met. Good.
I mean, yeah, that's all good and all. If every visit wasn't taking a, portion of my fucking health, I would be very grateful without having to do that with your boon that you gave me. Ow.
Had enough.
Okay, you're good.
My greetings, young nephew. And more importantly, my blessing and my strength be with you as you journey towards your rightful home.
If only you knew, dude. If only you knew. Oh wow, I just took... Ow. Wow. That would have been bad.
Security.
Shadow, what are you doing, man? You don't know what you're doing. Stop this right now, just leave.
Fine, go.
Eureka!
Knew it.
Oh, good. I thought I'd never get some quiet time again, you know, Red Blood? That damned pact you stupidly agreed to, making me work with my sisters again. I'll get you for that.
I'm sensing a pattern that it really doesn't take much for you to have something to get me for, does it?
Oh, that's rich. How smart of you. You're smart. You know what? I'll get you for that, too.
Not now. Got her. Felt something. Dionysus, mate. Sometimes things weigh heavily on me, but then I hear from you and it's like I don't have a care in the world. To your health.
Oh, you're really too much for me sometimes, you know that, man? Gotta tell you, I don't think I ever felt so close to somebody so damn far away. But through the gift of drink, it's like we're with each other in spirit all the time, you know?
Love it, man. Love it.
My child.
Yeep, yeep. Would you die?
Any more heads you'd like chopped off? No?
Do not so much as think about it.
お前はもう死んでる。
You waste my time.
Excellent.
Just the relief from misery that I was looking for. A fleeting feeling, really. But I'll take a fleeting feeling over none.
That's both very dejected and very astute of you to say. Take care of yourself, will you?
He's never going to return to me, is he? He's in your father's service now. He's never getting out. Neither are you.
No, that's not acceptable to me. None of it.
How bold. So what do you intend to do? You're leaving anyway.
I'll figure something out. But you do something for me in the meantime. Don't give in to what you're feeling now, all right? Achilles loves you still, like you don't know.
I'm past the point of making promises, but thank you for your words. I love him still, in turn. I pray the fates help you in your endeavors there.
Oh, we're gonna fucking get you guys back.
Thank you, sir.
It's all the same to me.
I know that toll.
Thought I'd find you here.
Hello, Than.
You look like you could use a hand.
Oh, please. Would you be so kind, Than?
This could use a lesson in humility.
Lesson 1. Don't mess with either one of us.
Like a sword.
I'm referring to the act of beating down my seemingly invincible boatman associate who fancies himself pretty tough as underworld deities go. He wasn't sure you had it in you, and if I may be so bold, neither was I.
Faster than ever.
Keep fighting.
Finally.
A special treat for Cerberus.
Imagine that Prince Zacharias experiences some sort of joyous outcome for a change, in contrast to the arbitrary and unfortunately painful death he shall experience now.
God, I like how they prepped it up to be so uplifting and then just sweep the rug from under his feet like that. So sad.
Oh, hey, wow, you did it! According to my list here, it says you've died, what, 50 times at least? That's more than anybody's died around here, I think.
I'm sure you can catch up.
Thought I had you there.
Hey, lad.
Back in one piece.
Thanatos, I wanted to apologize for the last time I approached you with a bottle of the real thing and give the whole exchange another shot. Would that be all right?
You're asking my consent to give me yet another lavish gift. Sure. Permission granted. Though, what makes you think that your approach this time is going to be any more successful than the last?
I don't know that it will. I never really know exactly where I stand with you. But I know how I feel. And I'd rather be upfront with you, even if it means risking our relationship such as it is.
Our relationship? It wasn't long ago you were prepared to throw it all away while making for the surface, if you don't recall. But now you're saying that you care for me. And what exactly, Zagreus?
Yes, that's what I'm saying, Than. I should not have left the way I did without letting you know. But when you found me, I think that's when I knew. Or started to realize, you know.
Yes, I know, I think, because when I heard you took off, the anger that I felt, it wasn't something I expected. So, what do we do now?
Maybe we have to take our time. Unlike the real thing there, that's a commodity we have in good supply. Just know that if you feel the way I do, you know where to find me. And if not, I'm grateful anyway.
I see. Well then, the best that I can say for now is that I'm grateful too for this. Take care of yourself, Zag.
You too.
Likewise, pal.
I wanted to ask you more about Nyx and Chaos, sir. So they just drifted apart? I mean, why not just keep in touch? I don't understand. How hard is it just to say hello from time to time?
It can be harder than you know. For someone like Nyx, she was responsible for no small part of creation herself. As her relationship with Chaos grew more strained, she gave birth to strife, misery, doom, sons and daughters you don't hear about too much.
What, really? I've never heard Hypnos or Thanatos mention any of them, let alone Nyx. They sound like a handful. Where are they? What happened?
I don't know, lad. On the surface, I suppose. My point is, Nyx had her own problems to contend with. Dealing with her brood, governing the underworld all on her own before your father arrived. Her relationship with Chaos suffered for it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Good boy.
It is my humble duty to oblige my favorite boy with all the treats as I am able to procure.
Knowing the watchdog's never-ending appetite for treats, the prince obliges him.
Oh, hey.
So help me, boy, I cannot fathom why you would have bought back the authority to enter the administrative chamber once again.
I knew you thought I'd never do it under any circumstances, father. That seemed reason enough. Though fear not, I've no plans to reapply for a position there.
That does alleviate a deeply rooted fear of mine, in fact. The scene you caused in your brief time there yet remains a widely talked about event among the shades who toil for me still.
I'll be sure to say hello. Orpheus is on break.
Can we buy anything?
Oh, what's that?
You sure that you're alright with everything? I wouldn't want you to be caught up in the middle of all this. If you so much as said to call it off.
No, Meg, no, Meg, come on, no, are you kidding me? I mean, I couldn't be happier about it, really. You deserve this, as long as you're happy yourself, right?
Oh, thank you, Dusa. You've always been so kind. I don't quite know what to say.
Hey, now, that's my line. Look, though, I better get going, but I just want to say this is great news, all right? Thank you for telling me.
You're right. And same to you.
I wonder what they were talking about.
Looks like Meg's the featured house servant right now.
Not like I had any hopes of getting on that damn list.
Square. Here are the gems.
There we go.
I knew that you were more than capable. You have fulfilled already many prophecies envisioned by my daughter's child. Although perhaps inevitable, I find it impressive nonetheless.
Thank you, Nyx. Though they're just minor prophecies, right? The kind that won't necessarily come to pass unless spelled out and coupled with a decent reward to make it worth my while. Not even the Fates are above greasing the wheels of progress, then.
The Fates have perfect knowledge of exactly what is necessary for the future they have woven to someday come to pass. We each are instrumental to their ultimate design. Some more than others, it would seem, of course.
Some more than others, yes.
Alright, what did we win?
Prophecy fulfilled. Lord Uncle Zeus sure has been generous. Lads.
Oh, you again.
Trash god. Damn you for this, Red Blood. You're making me look bad, you know? Making me feel bad.
Electo, I didn't ask you to repeatedly attempt to kill me. How did you expect me to respond?
You do know what happens when you make me feel bad, don't you?
Well, let me make you feel lustful pain. Checkmate.
See you later. I have to say, the barge of death is never late.
Oh god, let's see how that, ouch.
There's so much nonsense that the mortals say to one another of our families, Ambrosia. How viciously the rumors spread. Whether from that oaf Zeus, or likely from the mortal drunkard poets with no better use of their limited time.
I mean, you say it like it's a bad thing, but then again, on Zeus's part, I can understand why you'd feel that way.
I'm counting that one as a victory.
Hypnos, you're not irreplaceable, you understand? If you don't shape up quickly, someone else is going to have your job.
Oh, I hear you loud and clear, Thanatos. And let me tell you, they will have the greatest job in all the underworld.
I feel like I'm not getting through to you, brother. Well, after the inevitable happens, don't come telling me I didn't try.
Don't worry, I won't.
Excellent.
Congratulations, boy.
Thank you very much, my son. You know, gift-giving customs of the underworld are just so much more straightforward than the complicated social graces of Olympus.
If there are other ways of showing one's appreciation than with nectar and the like, well, they must pale in comparison, I'm sure. Mother, one thing I was wondering about was, how did you summon Charon to your surface residence? Especially without, you know, being dead.
Oh, why, he gave me his calling card after he graciously helped get me out of here the first time. No doubt at Nyx's request, but still. Never thought I'd use it, but I still kept it, just in case.
No idea what a calling card is, but okay.
How goes it?
I paid for it, I can mess with it.
What does this do?
Hey, Achilles, I uncovered a late passage in the Codex with regard to Thanatos and me. It says, you say, you think that I'm the god of blood? I'm not the god of anything, I think.
Oh, nonsense, lad. If you're a god, then you're the god of something, I'm sure. It's just an observation, and I genuinely hope it's no offense. But see, your father and your mother and your bloodstones and your disposition.
I'm not the god of anything, all right? Cerberus must be asleep somewhere.
Probably on top of a petal of flowers, just rolling around.
Those Cathonica companion things you have from Nyx, or whoever they ended up with. I know they have been benefiting you.
Yeah, well, I'm to attempt to escape this place by any means necessary, right? I figure if I can call on Olympus for aid, maybe some of my friends can help me in a pinch as well.
Not what I mean. Some of your friends have been reluctant to engage against me during our scuffles on the surface. Know that I have authorized them to proceed if necessary.
Aw, hell yeah!
Wait, really? You're saying it's okay for your own loyal subjects to side against you up there? You won't take it out on them?
I consider it an expansion of their responsibilities. Now go.
Authority granted summons versus Hades.
Hey, Orpheus, you know I once wrested this bottle of Ambrosia from the champions of Elysium, defeating them 2 against 1, just so I could bring it here to you personally.
Please, my friend. I feel I am undeserving of such a relentless show of kindness on your part. I shall accept, but you'll relent, won't you? As well as forgive me.
Mate, if that is your wish, then it will be my pleasure to oblige. Though may this gift symbolize the strength of our friendship for an eternity to come. I've learned so much from you.
Thank you, my friend. Would that I had capacity to take some joy from this.
Yee. Maxed out. Awesome.
I must commend you on the most splendid lyre playing emanating from your bedchambers, my friend. It seems we have a second court musician now.
Thank you for encouraging me to give it a shot, mate. And for the kind words.
To your continued success.
Hi, Nyx.
You appear to have grown stronger since when we last interacted, child. Your bedroom mirror may appear to be the cause, but then of course the real cause is you.
Your faith in me means a lot, Nyx. The head chef always wants fish.
Prince Zagreus? I just wanted to say something. If you have a little time, I know you're really busy. I can come back.
Wait, no, now's fine, of course. What is it, Dusa? I'm not so busy, by the way, and always happy to check in. Wait, is something wrong?
No. It's just the opposite. I can't believe you helped me with the lounge. I don't think anyone has ever helped me out like you did, cleaning up after Cerberus and the new rug and the kitchen and just all of this.
It was my pleasure, really. All of us use the lounge, don't we? This house can really be a lot, but in the lounge here, things are easier a bit, I think. I'm so glad we have you watching over it.
You really mean that, Prince? But you don't know what this means to me. I'm finally caught up on work. What am I gonna do? I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this extra time. I have to go and plan everything out.
Take care now.
Good job, Dusa.
We meet again.
You beat Electo, Zag. Could hear her screaming her head off about it all the way through Tartarus. I almost want to thank you.
I almost want to say you're very welcome. Have you and she always been on bad terms like this?
We have long-standing differences. It's worse with family. You know what it's like. Fine, then.
Bye, Meg.
Should you achieve your goal and see the surface world, Zagreus, I've but one bit of knowledge to impart. Don't ever fall for mortals. Use them if you must, but do not waste your love on those who waste away.
Ouch.
They're both here.
Look, Orphe.
I've never heard anything like this. As good as you two sound each on your own, you're positively wonderful together.
A splendid compliment, my friend. Doubtless the fates themselves conspire to ensure Eurydice and I would meet and sing together, fall in love, and then be cruelly separated for some time.
Now don't you start with that again, you get me, Orphe? Got our whole entire afterlives ahead of us, and lots of songs to catch up on.
Why, you're correct, of course, my dear. If you'll excuse us, Zagreus, our calling beckons.
Yee. Nice.
I'll see you.
Stay cool.
Oh, I could just listen to that all day.
In the name of Hades.
Another one bites the dust.
One of them's not going to like this.
Bless you, Zagreus.
Do you believe I give my blessings liberally, Zagreus? Well, then I've news for you.
Any doubter, apologies.
Protect me, Artemis.
I am quite capable of making your life plenty difficult. You do now realize, young Zagreus.
I mean, wasn't that bad.
Who dares?
I do.
Idiots.
Yeah, boy.
Nowhere to hide from me.
I want to shut up. Artemis!
Ow. I'm not as limber as I used to be, while you... I must go.
In the name of someone very sore right now.
In the name of someone very sore right now.
Hey, I just said that, asshole.
Please, everybody, hold your applause.
Congratulations.
God, can you sound more fucking egotistical on that? I'll be right back. I gotta use restroom. Tangled up here. Shit. Hey, boy.
You like this stuff, don't you, boy? Well, good, because I like sneaking it over to you.
The delectable taste of nectar is enough to briefly sate even the ferocious appetite of the hound of hell.
Enjoying staring at that bowl I got you, boy? No fun if it doesn't fight back, huh?
The hell-forged, multi-headed monster feels no urgency to waste his precious time on simple playthings, much preferring to conserve his vast energy reserves, in case any trespassers need to be eaten suddenly.
Well, it's there if you change your mind.
Hello, Father.
So, you had a run-in with the Minotaur out in Elysium, did you? Perhaps the only soul within this realm more bull-headed than you.
How long have you been waiting to use that line, Father? Wouldn't put it past you to have sent the Bull of Minos to Elysium entirely so we could have this conversation now.
You give me too much credit, boy. The Minotaur resides where he resides because of an entirely different arrangement.
He's working for you, isn't he? You think he can stop me?
Most in Elysium jump at the opportunity to do my bidding. Not that you know what that is like. Now go, see how you fare against the bull.
Bulls on parade.
Achilles, I meant to ask, did you know that Coronacht the Heartseeker once belonged to the centaur Chiron? Because one of its aspects is his own. He didn't have it back when you trained with him, did he?
Master Chiron, truly? Ah, of course. He granted me a spear, I think you know. If he possessed one such weapon, why not more? I remember his bow shined like the sun. It was splendid and never missed its mark, though I attributed that to Chiron's extraordinary skill.
I'm sure his skill did most of the work.
Well, Zag, you like things nice and complicated, don't you? Apparently so do I.
And according to the smile on your face, I have to agree with you.
If you're asking if I have any regrets about what happened between us, the answer is no. Being with you, any complications there are worth it.
You don't need to tell me. 2 rules if you want to keep this up. First, we set the personal aside when we're out there. I better not hear a soul say I'm going soft on you. And second, keep up this slightly more mature thing you've had going for you recently.
Wasn't planning on sliding back into the insensitive nonsense of youth, so I don't think the second thing will be a problem. But the first, can we really just keep kidding each other out there like nothing happened?
Guess you'll find out.
A word, child.
Hi, Nix.
Child, I know not exactly what you did, but I detected faintly an attempt by Chaos to reach out to me. A message merely at the edges of my consciousness, yet I felt certain it was there. But I could not discern it otherwise. What does Chaos want from me?
I think Chaos wishes to re-establish contact with you, Nix. The two of you drifted apart from one another, so I think I can imagine. I lost touch with Thanatos a while, but that was nothing in comparison to this. Isn't this some way you can reconnect?
Now that the house is strong and this realm orderly, I do not know. But I shall think upon it, child. Leave me, please.
Hey, Dusa. Congratulations on completing your assignment with the lounge. Look at this place, it's better than ever. All thanks to your effort and dedication. Here, this is for you. Something special for the occasion.
This is Ambrosia, Prince. But this is for God. me. But wait, no, here. I'm going to do it. I am going to do it. Here, take this. I got it, just for you, so take it, please. Farewell.
A Chthonic companion. Dusa, really? You're the best.
Oh, you're so sweet. Oh.
Greetings.
Hey, Persephone.
Oh, this is wonderful, except I'm racked with guilt for having nothing much to give you in return. You never even got a mother's love from me.
Please don't say that. It's just a gift, all right? Besides, can't we start now? Mother and son type things, if you would like.
I'd like that even more than this fine nectar, Zagreus.
Still got some ways to go.
This garden may not have all the varieties available up on the surface, though it's coming along rather nicely, I should say.
And it smells fresh, too.
I need to ask something of you.
Thanatos, I'd ask you to come in, but you're already here. It's really good to see you.
Just tell me one thing, Zagreus. Did you really mean what you told me before, that maybe we ought to take our time?
I did. Sometimes I need to slow things down. I'm thankful that we've been on better terms lately, but I've been coming on too strong. Forgive me. You're my dear friend. I don't want to do anything to hurt you, or anybody else.
You're certain? Well, I understand. I'd best get back to my responsibilities for now.
See you then.
You've been
Come on, you.
thunderstruck.
You're back. Welcome.
Hello, sir.
Oh, but this is just too much for me, Your Highness. Thank you, really. I don't know how I can ever repay you.
How about you keep on helping me not die as quickly as I might have otherwise? Deal?
Hey, Princess, I heard the strangest rumor. Here's the thing, I'll give it to you straight. I have heard you've been consorting both with Megaroth Fury and with that old stiff Thanatos. Can you believe it?
Sisyphus, I don't know where you heard that, but it's true. They're just doing their jobs, and I know how it looks, but you're my friend as well, and I don't want you to forget that.
Look, I do appreciate the sentiment, Your Highness. I'm just surprised. I thought we shared a common foe in them is all. What can I say? I hope that someday I can see them how you see them.
Thank you for understanding, sir. Besides, maybe I can get them to cut you some slack. I got you covered from all darkness.
Oh, right.
Stop by again sometime.
The river Styx flows infamously through the underworld, offering the boatman Charon expeditious travel from the realm of mortals to the lowest depths, where many of their shades reside forever.
Too bad I can't just take the ferry to the surface.
Oh, hey, girls.
Ugh, would you just look at him? That smug look, that posture, everything. Please tell me you're not going soft for this trash god's sister.
Come on, Electo. When was the last time that we looked to one another for approval? Besides, as long as we kill him, what do you even care?
You know, fair point there, sister. Very nicely said. Let's kill him now!
That's that then. Sure.
Best foursome ever.
Catch my breath.
Yeah, what do you want? Oh.
Sheesh, I'll just leave then.
Hey, listen here a moment, Hades kid. Look, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for bringing Orphe back to me again and everything.
Eurydice, you're more than welcome, really. You've helped me through the flames of hell time after time. Least I could do is coax old Orpheus out of his private pit of despair so you and he could set things right between the two of you.
Well, you're a real sweetheart, hon. You'll still be seeing Orphe all the time around your house, but now I get to see him too. Nice having something to look forward to, you know? Bet someone out there feels that about you.
You could say that.
Oh, good choice there, hon.
Feeling better already. Eurydice, I was thinking maybe this would benefit your culinary practice. Here, please.
Whoa, this is Ambrosia. Hard to come by this stuff around here. You sure I can have this?
Absolutely. Least I could do for all your friendship and support. Always happy to hear your voice when I'm out here. Deadly butterflies. Thanks.
Face us, filth. However.
Yeah.
Megara.
They say to never meet your heroes. It's not all right. I dedicate this victory to you, good shade.
Remember, I can always get here much, much faster than you.
Well, yeah, you teleport, asshole. I have to fight my way out.
I'm out.
Meg. Forgive me, Lord Hades. I like the sound of that.
For a student of Achilles, I fear that you surpassed even his skill by now. Fair. Well.
Oof. Now to find Poseidon somewhere out in Tartarus.
That was as fast as I've gone.
Really? Wow, you're right. I got a new record.
Showed you that time, Father. The fallen warrior in Elysium we spoke of. He seems like a good man, though. Was he always the despondent sort?
No, lad. I was that sort, I think, but he was not. He was one of the only men I knew who did not look upon me as a threat. He saw something in me I never knew was there, and in turn, with him, I felt... how to describe it? Calm. Whole.
I'm restless all the time.
He had this wry humor about him, like he was wise beyond his years. A quality I trust shall see him through his struggles now. Although, I hoped residing in Elysium would mean he wouldn't have to struggle any longer.
He shouldn't, sir. And neither should you.
When are we going to be able to activate the, thing?
Orpheus, I don't suppose you know how come I keep running into Eurydice in particular out there. For all the shades resting eternally in Asphodel, it seems beyond coincidence I always find the one that's dear to you.
I have no knowledge of the weavings of the fates, my friend. Perhaps they trample on what used to be my heart for leisure or for sport, do you suppose?
The fates can't be that cruel.
I mean, they're cruel, but they can't be like that.
Achilles in the spotlight. That's too good a deal to pass up. I'll take the nectar. Should check the garden.
Oh, hi guys.
Sometimes I still cannot believe that you are here, returned to us. Your radiance in all this darkness. You must miss seeing the coast.
The coast was nice enough, Hades. But nothing is ever perfect, right? No matter how hard you try. Still, I think we get quite close around here every once in a while.
You have taken much less time adjusting to this place than when first you joined us. Part of my surprise. I myself was forced to be here. I never thought anyone would come from the surface here by choice.
The heart can make us do the strangest things, can't it?
Indeed.
Oh, good to see those two getting together. Getting along again. There we go. That's the word I was looking for.
I have to ask you something, Nyx. What is this debt you owe my father anyway? Forgive my eavesdropping, it's just... I heard the two of you discussing things, and it came up.
I was here long before your father. The responsibility to govern fell to me. Yet, I could not manage on my own. I shape the darkness, ensure the integrity of the domain. I am less prone to census-taking and administering rules. I receded from such responsibilities.
It was too much even for you. So, when father arrived, you welcomed him? He helped?
I was quite skeptical of him at first. I thought his presence merely a cruel trick of fate. But he worked diligently from the start. Soon there was order where once there was none. I fashioned this house for him, and I maintain it still. We remain in partnership, in interdependency.
He's never taken advantage of you? Of your generosity?
No, child. He has not. He can be short with me, as you have seen, but that is the extent of it. We have found ways to reconcile disagreements. Though, your relationship with him, it is more complicated than my own, I fear.
I'm sure we can reconcile our disagreements all the same.
Here's to hoping.
Just on a little break.
Hello, sir. You know, I think I'm growing more accustomed to relating to a giant stone. Let's go chat. Boldy, how do you handle being trapped in Tartarus for all eternity, doomed to be pushed up and down a hill repeatedly for no good reason? Sisyphus, I know you tend to be in remarkably good spirits, all things considered, but there must be something I can do to help with your predicament, isn't there?
Oh, come now, Prince. Do Baldy and I look like we could use your charity? We're planning to stay put within this chamber for a while. It's hardly a predicament, I'd say.
But what of the Furies and their torments and all that? They might be back and make all this more difficult for you.
Ah, yes, the Fury Sisters. Well, I wouldn't mind seeing them more infrequently now that you mention it. But either way, so don't you even worry about me. Now here. Here you go.
Veiled in darkness.
I wonder what it is. hope so. I'm giving it to you.
You know, I've many vitally important things to do besides lending my aid to you repeatedly, nephew. But all of that can wait. Family comes first.
Hello, Meg.
Prince Zagreus, you are trespassing beyond the limits of your authority. I am under orders to stop you.
Come on, Meg, why so formal all of a sudden? We've been through this countless times. Wait, is it because...
Oh, come on, Zag. Will you just learn to play along for once? Come on and fight me like you mean it.
Talk about kiss me like you miss me or something, right?
Well, it's been lovely.
There must be some unconquerable force or foe awaiting you just at the border of your realm and ours. We cannot even see it through a shroud of darkness there. I shall make certain that your family knows it may take considerable time to surpass. So fear not, for we are patient here.
If only you knew.
Champions of Elysium, now prove yourselves.
I shouldn't have done
It seems I need to look for better help.
Now to collect. Here he comes.
I found you, Zagreus.
Yes, you did.
Figured you'd be up to have another of our little contests. Now let's go. What do you say we end this quickly?
I say short, and sounds good to me.
Decent team. You wrecked this like a queen. You have this.
Thanks for the help.
He's just as obstinate as ever, isn't he? Always refused to budge. He ever tell you of the war in which we fought? I fought, I should say. He could have ended it, but he refused to take up arms.
Achilles hasn't been particularly forthcoming about his mortal days, no. So he wouldn't fight. I've heard that mortals sometimes frown on that, but why should he have fought if he didn't believe in the cause?
He shared our cause. So what if it was not completely his? If not for his stubbornness, well, I would have come here just a bit later, I think.
He blames himself for what happened to you, you know. I figured he failed to defend you or something, not that he didn't fight at all. Although he said something about how, once you died, he shortly followed in a rage.
I wouldn't know a thing about that, stranger, for you see, I was already dead. Getting my place here in the afterlife all sorted out. Took quite some time, getting accustomed to all this.
Thank you.
grant you, Zagreus. Blast.
In the name of Hades.
Hey!
I did it, I think.
You're such a good boy, aren't you, Cerberus? Yes, you are. Guarded the place while I was out, and even let my son come visit me.
The ever-vigilant and terrifying Cerberus merely accepts the praise.
They're in the middle of something. You are the best, you know that, don't you, boy?
I saw you voided the old pact between Orpheus and your father. So now he gets to see his wife from time to time?
If only we can void the pact between Achilles and Hades.
He does, and I did that. I think we can stand to see a little less of him if it means he can be happier for the remainder of eternity.
You really need to learn to stop meddling in others' affairs. Did either of them even ask your help? I can't imagine Orpheus did, and I'm guessing his wife's feelings were complicated too, from what I know of the circumstances of their final meeting.
What? Orpheus is my mate, then? And I came to know his muse, Eurydice, as well. They still had feelings for each other, but with no way to communicate.
So you decided to step in. I think my instincts on the subject are just not the same as yours. I know your intentions were in the right place, but you know what? Forget it.
Sam, wait.
Somebody raised you very well indeed, my son. Nyx, I suppose. I'll never be half the mother she is. She's done it for eons, while I'm only getting started.
For what it's worth, I happen to think you're off to an excellent start. Nyx did teach me a lot. Achilles too, and father in a way. But there is no replacing your presence. I felt that before we ever met.
Thank you, Zagreus. Let's hope you're right. I nurtured very many plants, at least. Of that I can assure you. Perhaps my gardening experience provided a bit of a head start on this whole mothering thing.
Perhaps I'm part plant. Father, let me ask you something work-related here. I know the shade called Sisyphus once wronged both you and Thanatos, and has since paid a heavy price. But don't the Fury Sisters now have better things to do than torture him?
You come to me to question how I allocate my resources. Preposterous. I care nothing for that wretched shade. That he is tortured for eternity is but a technicality resulting from his arrogance. The terms of his incarceration are long lost.
So then if I could somehow find those terms, then theoretically I could grant him a pardon.
If you could somehow do your job and enact miracles, then yes. You could do anything then, I suppose. Including waste your time on those of his undeserving ilk.
That's good to know. Everybody hang in there. No problem.
I like how it said robbed Thanatos.
Hey, Orpheus, you know I'm very happy that things turned out well between you and Eurydice, but looking back, I think I might have overstepped my bounds with you a bit and wanted to say I'm sorry.
You're sorry, Zagreus? Whatever for? If not for you, I fear I never would have seen my muse again.
Well, it's just when I met her and I found out the two of you were having problems, I just wanted to see you patch things up. But it wasn't any of my business, and you never asked my help. Neither did she. I could have made things worse.
But you didn't make things worse, my friend. And, truth be told, I do not think I ever would have asked for help at any point, because I don't entirely know how. So I am grateful to you and your generous instinct.
Well, thank you also, mate.
The unfathomable power of the underworld thrives within you, child. Your godliness has grown since last we spoke. You have learned much of harnessing the dark.
Thank you, though I've much to learn as yet.
Huh.
Ambrosia isn't only for the gods, you know, Dusa. It's for anyone we really care about. So, here, please enjoy this, or just add it to the lounger's stash, whatever suits you.
Oh, but you really mean that, huh? But you guys are prince himself, and I'm just... Look, we both know I am just a floating monster head, and a custodian. I just don't understand. Why keep on being nice to me like this? I thought you'd never even talk to me.
You're so much more than what you said. I wish you could see that. If only everybody in this house had your spirit.
If only everybody in this house had yours, Prince Zagreus. You've been so kind to me, and I'm glad we've had a chance to get to know each other more. It's really nice sometimes, knowing somebody really cares about me here.
It should be more than sometimes that you feel that way, as far as I'm concerned. I've never met anybody like you before. My father always told me not to smile quite as much, but you're like me.
What? Because I smile? Smiling's just a little something that I like to do to deal with the day. Though... Oh. That's what you meant. Oh, I see. Look. This is kind of a lot. I had better go. I'll cherish the ambrosia, though, okay?
Dusa, wait.
Oh, you're just so adorable.
Get back.
Yep.
I have to ask you for a favor, Meg. And I'm willing to make it worth your while if you'll hear me out.
A proposition, Zagreus. Let's hear it then, while I'm in a charitable mood.
It's about Sisyphus. If I can get my father to alleviate his sentence, would you just ease off of him a little bit? You and your sisters. I think he's suffered quite enough under your whips.
I don't know what you see in him, I swear. But you don't need to ask such things of me. If you can overturn his sentence with Lord Hades, I'd like nothing better than to never see that miserable shade again.
It's a deal. Too good to pass up. Here's the gemstones, then. It's a deal. Let's see that nectar.
Can actually do the thing. We still have a long way to go before we can actually get to this epilogue. Wasn't sure how long we were going to be able to, or how long it was going to take for even getting everyone's bonds up. It was a lot longer than I thought. Holy shit. I would probably play offline, but I don't want to end up skipping over shit during the video process. Almost a 5-hour video, but I know I can edit things out to make it shorter. In any case, if you guys have kept up with me this far and you've enjoyed what you've seen, go ahead and hit that like button. Please be sure to share the video. Helps me get out there more. Definitely means a lot to me. If you want to remain updated for any further games that I have planned to play in the future with friends or solo, hit that sub button and the bell on the side, and I'll see you guys next time in Hades. I still don't have any updates regarding this channel or the Shadow of Spades. Auditions are still going on, yet nothing concrete. So, once I can manage to find all the voice actors to voice the characters, I'll be sure to let this channel know and post a update. Until then, everyone, stay gold. Bang. Zagreus, you know what to do. And we out.